But we talk about injuries for both these teams. UTSA is missing 3 of those 6 players coming into today and for the rest of the season.
And somehow, some way, Lincoln, they keep this thing rolling. They got a ball on the ground.
Ball is on the turf. UTSA says they have it. Of course, Jeff Traylor's men here in San Antonio, no stranger to one-possession ball games. Off to the races down the sideline. It is Brady, his second carry.
It's so tough for defenses to defend down inside here.
Harris finds his man, and the Roadrunners strike first. After the defense got them the football, it's Joshua Cephas who finds the punctuation on the opening drive.
Of Will Stein, the passing game coordinator. He utilizes his talent, and the offensive line is the main group leading the way.
Well, we saw Brendan Brady on the opening drive. They'll get a little bit younger this time around. And off to the races. The future is bright in San Antonio. His name is Kavorian Barnes, the pride of San Augustine, Texas, making a name for himself with the defending champs in Conference USA. 46 yards, Barnes to pay dirt.
Well, it's an outside stretch play. It is offensive line. We just bragged about him. And this young man only needs a small crease, and he sees it, and he hits it 100 miles an hour. It's a fast track for this offense, and we're seeing why in the first couple of series of this game.
1st and 10 from the 24. Plenty of space for Cephas. First down for Cephas, stays on his feet, wrestled down 2 yards shy of his second touchdown. Try to catch the Bulldogs unprepared. On the ground, surging in, touchdown, Brendan Brady.
Here it is. You see Maka in the middle. He holds his ground, the center, and once he did that, the penetration was kind of stalled. And that's a great block right there by the left guard, Terrell Haynes.
It is 3rd and 9 for Louisiana Tech. Oh, they'll keep it on the ground. They catch the Roadrunners, not expecting the run game, and it's back to Thornton.
And he's got that energy, he's got that exuberance that these guys want to certainly play for.
1st and 10 from the 32. Liddy fires a strike to Harris, eyeing the end zone, and the Bulldogs are in. Smoke Harris. 30 straight games with a catch in that uniform and has the Bulldogs back in business.
He reads this defense perfectly. He catches them in split zone safeties. You've got safeties at both hashes.
His name is Kavorian Barnes. We've seen this act before. 2 carries today. 2 touchdowns at the Alamo Dome.
Hey, this young man, it does not take a lot. Watch him get to top end speed in a hurry. And this defense has the angles, and even with the angles, you're not catching him once he decides to put the hammer down.
Liddy today, 9 for 13. Already with 1 touchdown strike. He was able to find Harris as this ball intercepted into double coverage. 2nd turnover today for this UTSA defense, and the ball comes back out, and Louisiana Tech recovers.
You got to run the ball. You got to be balanced. You can't be one-dimensional.
They were willing to run on 3rd and down, 3rd and long earlier. This time overthrown. This one's picked. 3rd turnover of the ball game as Clifford Chapman, the free safety. And boy, is that a spot on the field where they have been thin.
Of you being out of position.
Roadrunners can pick up the next first down to the 5-yard line. Harris dragged down for a loss as hanging on for dear life, Hugh Davis. The linebacker, your leading tackler this year for the Bulldogs. You see the yardage discrepancy. It is reflected on the scoreboard. And a big confident. So from just inside of 30 yards, Sackett is good. And the Roadrunners, this is not a day where they're going to be likely leaning on Barnes for 4 field goals. But how about special teams? Harris cutting it back to the near sideline. And down at about the 41-yard line is where he goes out of bounds in UTSA territory. Smoke Harris.
Well, that's why.
Again, the unsportsmanlike conduct, the reason why the Roadrunners on 1st and 10 are back on their own 10-yard line. Here is Barnes, and he's going to give up some of that yardage. That's just his 3rd carry today. Is it time to cut the young man? I don't think that was a touchdown. We mentioned the best players on this team were single digits. That includes their punter, who we have not seen yet today, Lucas Dean. Harris with the arm, with the receiver wide open. This drive stays alive. He finds Sharp into Bulldog territory. Gavin Sharp. Sackett is 2 for 2, and it is a 4-score lead for the Roadrunners heading into halftime. On the end zone over here to our left. Still early 3rd quarter, Brent Brady. Oh, he saw the youngster punch in the pair. That's the 2nd tonight for Brady. It's a short scoring drive for UTSA.
It's a thing of beauty up front. This offensive line getting their hands on this defense.
As they look to just be able to point to signs of progress. Liddy under pressure. Ball is stripped loose. And Liddy was just frozen there for a moment. I don't know if he thought he heard a whistle, but he almost just handed that ball over. This game might hinge on that one missed call.
Yeah, when you cheat down, that means you can go over the top.
Harris eludes some pressure. Now he's waiting for the hit. That hit's not coming. Frank Harris out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Boy. Dean gets the hold down. Sackett with plenty of leg. And it's good. Fake punt come up short. Pocket holds up for Turner, too hot to handle, and it's a 5th turnover for this defense for UTSA.
You know, the game speed we talk about, it's not the same getting into the game, and then just the whole nerves and the whole real, action.
Marburger somehow avoids the big pop and picks up the 1st down on 3rd and 7. Rodriguez's problem is there's a chance if he doesn't get in here, this game ends with taking a knee. Rodriguez sees pay dirt, he's in. Justin Rodriguez with the punctuation.
Get as much excited as if it was the first score of the game, but it was a good job of picking themselves back up, and they took care of business from beginning to end in this game this afternoon.